An apartment complex appears on the New York City audit list for unacceptable living conditions. We'll tell you where. Chris Talk starts right now. Let's get into it. Welcome, listeners, to another episode of the show. I am your host, Chris Talks. Yes. All right, so let's get into our top topic for this episode, which is going to bring us to Staten Island, New York. So, here we go. Because it says missing stairs, cracked walls, unsafe balconies. Staten Island apartment complex appears on a New York City audit list. Wow. For unacceptable living conditions. Like,
Bruh.
really? It's not good management. As always, I'm going to let Sarah, my AI, report the story, and then I'm going to give you my view and my opinion at the end. All right, hit it.
Thank you, Chris. Missing stairs, cracked walls, and unsafe balconies are only some of the conditions identified at a North Shore apartment complex in an audit State Controller Tom DiNapoli released Tuesday. The conditions at the Arlington Terrace complex in Mariners Harbor were among those identified at 3 developments in the 5 boroughs, which DiNapoli said show the need for greater Mitchell-Lama oversight from the City Department of Housing Preservation and Development. Every New Yorker deserves safe and clean affordable housing, DiNapoli said. The conditions identified in this audit are unacceptable. The city needs to do a much better job overseeing the Mitchell-Lama program and ensure funding for these buildings goes toward their maintenance. Mitchell-Lama, named for 2 New York elected officials from the 1950s, is a state program designed to encourage development and oversight of private affordable rental and cooperative housing. While the state oversees many of the city's Mitchell-Lama developments, the ones included in DiNapoli's audit Arlington Terrace, York Hill in Manhattan, and Nordeck, Arvern and Queens are all overseen by HPD. That oversight has been severely lacking. According to DiNapoli, as his office identified a host of deteriorating conditions at the 3 developments during site visits conducted last year and earlier this year. At Arlington Terrace, the comptroller's work included visits to 57 vacant and 26 occupied units in the 4-building, 535-unit development. The office identified 12 occupied units with hazardous or unsafe conditions, and 22 of the vacant units also showing those conditions. Some of the conditions in the vacant units included missing interior stairs, insect and bird infestation, and holes in bathroom walls. In the occupied units, DiNapoli's office found mold that connected to rain in 2022, missing pieces of balcony facade, and signs of water damage in different parts of the apartments. The audit also identified issues in some of Arlington Terrace's common areas, including peeling paint, exposes electrical wires, and signs of water damage. Councilwoman Kamala Hanks, D. North Shore, said the Arlington Terrace information DiNapoli reported was particularly alarming and called for more oversight. It is absolutely unacceptable that Staten Island residents are forced to endure such hazards, she said. The Mitchell-Lama program is a cornerstone of affordable housing for countless New Yorkers. But without rigorous oversight and accountability, we are failing those it was designed to protect. Proper maintenance and responsible management of funds are non-negotiable. Anything less is a betrayal of the public trust. DiNapoli said his office found similar issues at the 2 other Mitchell-Lama developments it reviewed in the 5 boroughs, and made a host of recommendations on how HPD could improve its oversight. The city agency did not respond to a request for comment by the time of publication, but DiNapoli included several HPD responses in his report. In short, the agency contended in its response that plans had already been in place before DiNapoli's audit to make the necessary improvements at the 3 developments in question. According to the comptroller's office, the only evidence available for those plans is a needs assessment provided for each of the developments. State Sen. Jessica Scarcella-Spanton thanked DiNapoli for his work to hold the city accountable, and said his findings demonstrated the need for urgent improvements. My constituents deserve safe living conditions, and the findings from State Controller DiNapoli's audit are deeply concerning, she said. The hazardous conditions reported at the Mitchell-Lama developments highlight that there is an urgent need for action to make sure these residents have safe and well-maintained homes. Back to you, Chris.
Wow, wow, wow. Sorry about the technical difficulty earlier. Sorry about that. Hey, listen, it happens, man. It happens. All right, drop it so I can get right into it. All right, listeners, this is the part of the show where I give you my view and my opinion. All right, first and foremost, can we give the Arlington housing? Can we give them the dummy buzzer? Like, come on,
Bruh.
really? But, ladies and gentlemen, this is to be expected uh, in a melanin neighborhood, aka urban, aka black.
Bruh.
I don't like to say that word on the show, but I mean we know what it is into a low income neighborhood. I mean, for all of y'all who voted Democrats, I would ask y'all this question: What's going on with the what what's going on with the Democrats' plan to to rebuild?
Bruh.
What's going on with that? Because apparently this housing has not received any of that money.
Bruh.
And I remember a couple of months ago, I mean, no, not a couple of months ago, a couple of years ago, they had donated about 30 million or plus so dollars to what was it, the Park Hill complex? Yeah. Now I'm not saying I was wrong, but if this building or this complex is in if it's messed up the way they sent, do we have can you pull up a picture for me? Oh yeah. Yeah, they have cracked balconies and stuff. Like who would stand on this balcony
Bruh.
and knowing that it's going fall? Wow.
Bruh.
No good. No good. Now for y'all don't know, this is a complex with Arlington Complex. It's located on Staten Island in New York City. I've never really been there. You been there? Have you been there? It's got like 12 floors, right? I've been there like 2 or 3 times, but I think it got like, like 13, 16 floors. 16 floors. 16 floors.
Bruh.
In some, wow. 16 floors, and some of the apartments, or most of the apartments, have balconies.
Bruh.
Come on. I just want to give y'all a brief list real quick, if I may, of like some of the conditions. They're saying that there was mold there, right? They're saying that, and this is the bugged up part. Let me get to this part first, because this is the most bugged out part of it to me, is that they say, okay, they visited 57. Am I correct? 57 vacant apartments.
Bruh.
Are you serious? Like, yo, what the is going on right there? Why wouldn't you occupy the apartments? And also in this, it tells you a little bit, and it describes to you that some of these apartments had mold in them, mold.
Wait, what?
Come on, now for y'all who don't know, okay, black mold. Okay, I'm gonna hit y'all with a little bit of education real quick. But black mold, okay, can kill. And it can kill. And the reason why we know that it can kill is because it has killed already.
Bruh.
So why would you have not just the fact that some of these apartments they were occupied, right? Because I don't want to give out the wrong information, right? Some of them that they found the black mold in, are the mold itself. That that they were in, it was occupied. Okay, so some of them were occupied, but the fact that it is there now, ladies and gentlemen, you need to understand this. Black mold, okay,
Bruh.
the air catches it. It goes with the wind.
Message.
So if there's any cracks, which is stated, there's cracks. I mean, come on. They're floating probably, if you could just imagine, they're probably floating. They're probably like going right through the apartment walls. No, I'm saying that because I'm being real. Because if you have cracks like that, and then you have black, because black mold is like, it's real dangerous. It could cause all type of lung issues, like asthma, bronchitis, all type of lung issues. So that's real serious. That's real serious. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about it. And then you have the issues with the cracked steps, and they're saying it's cracked in the stairwell. I mean, come on, you got to think you're walking up, even if you get up, and I'm gonna guess you said it had 16 floors, right? So 16 floors. If you get up to like the eighth or ninth floor, if you're walking on cracked steps, and those steps seem to sink in, and I don't know, I'm just assuming that they're in that kind of maze, but that if you fall through, that can fall. You you get what I'm saying? You can fall right through.
Bruh.
And even if the bricks or whatever, if there's somebody walking up behind you, or two flights or a flight behind you, they could get hit by that.
Bruh.
So I mean, come on. That's what I'm saying. Yo, what the are they doing over there with the management? Like, what are they really doing in this complex? Arlington, give me the dummy buzzer again. I gotta double it. And it's just because the 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 way that they're keeping us, the way that they, oh my goodness, managing this building is completely reckless.
Bruh.
And you know what's kind of crazy is that it's not just this building. I mean, HUD is running this building, I guess, with another company, but it's also in the New York City housing. Just that whole institution of owning those buildings. I would say that New York City, the housing, um, just the housing authority itself, needs to be revamped, because they fail, to me, damn near across the board.
Bruh.
Just across the board, they fail. And this is just one result of it. But to have uh, a complex that has balconies in a, like, and that's a scary thing. Like, that is really, really scary,
Bruh.
because you have a balcony. If you want, like, um any floor, you could be on, like you could be on the third floor, right? And then your neighbor's balcony, it just falls. Like what?
Bruh.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I'm looking at it. What happened if that happens? I think um I think there needs to be a further investigation into how this is done, how it's conducted, if there's going to be any fixing or whatever. Because if they're going to fix up these buildings, whatever, they should probably tear them down and build new ones. But yeah, I know that would be a big thing, because you have to relocate all the people while you're sitting there doing that. But to have a complex that has 16 floors,
Bruh.
and there's different floors with the balconies messed up. I mean, you walk on the balcony, your kids walk on the balcony.
Bruh.
I mean, come on. And who knows? And it falls under you. The bathrooms are messed up. The walls are crumbling. The the paint is. They're not doing no work in those complexes, and not just like I said, it's not just that complex. It happens across the country to where the state owns complexes. And to all my listeners, I'm speaking strictly on state owned complexes to where they're able to sit there and allow the buildings to damn near crumble, fall apart, and not be inhabitable at all.
bruh,
But the second somebody who privately owns a building or a house or something like that, if the city finds out that they are living that they have let me say it right, that they have occupants within their building and they are living under such terrible conditions, the city will fine the out of them.
message,
The person might end up in jail. They might end up in jail. But when the state does it, nothing really happens.
wait, what?
I mean, think about it.
Message,
I mean, think about it. Think how many projects within the last 10 years, and you ain't even really got to go back that far. Just within the last 5 years, 10 years, that has suffered because there was no heat, there was no water. That you know,
bruh,
you know what I mean. So, and and when you go to different states, you know what I'm saying, they have their own version of the projects. They have their own versions of that, but it's always those urban neighborhoods that suffer through that. I believe a couple of years ago, I think Mississippi or some state, Massachusetts, something like that, they had an issue with the water where the water was messed up and the water was polluted. And
bruh,
like, come on, they didn't really do nothing. They didn't really do nothing.
wait, what?
And this was an issue that was going on for 20 years plus. And this was only happening in an urban neighborhood.
Bruh,
I mean, you tell me what's up. I mean, you tell me what's up. You tell me what's up.
message,
So HUD too, get him a dummy buzzer as well. Uh, and HPD. But for those who are sitting there and they're actually trying to help and trying to make a difference, let's give them a round of applause real quick. Thank you for your work and your efforts, man. Thank you. We in the urban community, Maryland community, appreciate that. You know, that's really my view, but I think, well, not completely my view because I hope at some point, at some stage, that the people that was in charge of this complex are held accountable for whatever. Because I think this is just it's completely dangerous, bro. But I hope that they are held accountable, lawful, lawfully, if possible. They will, you know what I mean. They should get if they get in some time, if they got to do the time, you know what I mean, or they got to pay them fines. Like I'm just serious. Like it's 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 one or the other. Okay, to me it's one or the other, right? It's it's like this. It's either you do the time or you gotta pay for the crime. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. In that industry, it's as simple as that. All right. Drop my bomb real quick, man. Let me get up out of here, bro. Let me get up out of here. That's my view and that's my opinion on that, folks. So I'm gonna do it like this. All right, yeah, I'm gonna do it like this. I got it. Thanks. Sorry about that, folks. I dropped my phone. Sorry about that. All right. Listen, if you like this content and want to hear more of it, all the listing of our platforms is right there at the end of your screen. So come check us out. I want to thank all my listeners for tuning in. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate that. Also, stay blessed and not stressed. Until next episode, listeners, I will see y'all later. Peace out.